Chapter 1: Rediscovering Creativity at Any Age. Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm just not creative"? Maybe you've even said it yourself. You might think that creativity is something only certain people are born with, like being able to paint like Picasso or write songs like Taylor Swift. But here's the truth: creativity isn't a magical gift reserved for a lucky few. It's a skill anyone can develop and rediscover at any age. Let me tell you a story about Mrs. Jenkins, a retired schoolteacher who lived in a small town in Ohio. For years she spent her days grading papers, planning lessons, and helping kids learn math and science. When she finally retired at 65, she thought her best days were behind her. She figured she was too old to try anything new. But one day, while visiting an art gallery with her granddaughter, something changed. As Mrs. Jenkins walked through the gallery, she stopped in front of a painting of a sunset over a lake. The colors seemed alive, bright yellows melting into deep oranges, then fading into soft purples. She felt a spark inside her chest, a feeling she hadn't experienced since she was a child drawing pictures in her notebook during recess. That night, she bought a cheap set of watercolors and started experimenting. At first her paintings looked more like blobs than masterpieces, but she didn't care. Painting made her happy. Over time her skills improved, and before long she was selling her artwork at local craft fairs. Mrs. Jenkins' story proves that creativity doesn't have an expiration date. Whether you're 7 or 70, it's never too late to reconnect with your inner artist. And guess what? You don't need to be a professional painter, musician, or writer to be creative. Creativity shows up in all kinds of ways: in cooking, gardening, problem-solving, or even rearranging furniture to make a room feel cozier. Why do we lose our creative spark? So why do so many of us believe we aren't creative? Often it starts when we're young. Think back to elementary school. Did you ever draw a picture and show it to someone, only to hear them say, "That doesn't look right"? Or maybe you wrote a poem, and someone laughed because it rhymed funny. Those little moments can stick with us, making us doubt our abilities. As we grow older, life gets busy. Schoolwork piles up, jobs demand our attention, and responsibilities take priority. Somewhere along the way, we stop playing, exploring, and dreaming. We convince ourselves that creativity is frivolous, a luxury we don't have time for. But deep down, that creative spark is still there, waiting for us to fan it back to life. How to reignite your inner artist.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?